I believe that the geometric explicate order of all things is the holographic consequence of the implicate noetic order. Atoms emit light when their electrostatic shells are expanded into higher harmonic energy states. Such higher energy states are less stable, and therefore the electrostatic shell will contract itself into a more stable state. If it can, as it does so, it will produce an electromagnetic propagation, which will then facilitate a transmission of energy into another atom. The excitation energy or instability of the transmitter atom will be translated into either kinetic vibratory energy within the receptor atom or the excitation of the receptor atom's own electrostatic shell through our noetic model of the atom. We can thus infer that this electrostatic excitation must be the expansion of the outermost dipole spheres of the atomic core, such that this core layer adopts a lower frequency state, one which is characterized by less harmonic stability and thus greater potential energy. The atom then attempts to resolve this instability by transforming it through communion with other atoms, through photonic transmissions. This instability can come to be dispersed in such a manner that an overall equilibrium is achieved. What this then implies is that heavier atoms must consist of numerous dipolar coral layers, which are nested within one another so as to form complexes of numerous harmonic energy states. As we move outward from the innermost core layer, each subsequent layer will correspond to a lower frequency outflux of density waves and a lower frequency influx of acuity waves. These patterns of influx and outflux will then correlate with new frequency patterns within the standing waves, which constitute the electrostatic shells within the dipole layers, which constitute the atomic core. Density spheres contribute primarily to increasing the strength of the atomic mass field, thereby contributing to inertia and gravitational influences. Acuity spheres conversely contribute primarily to increasing the harmonic complexity of both the core itself, as well as the electrostatic epidermal complex which surrounds the atoms. We can also see here that the electrostatic standing wave shells are not simply barriers with finite dimensions. As with the mass fields, they adhere within these electrostatic complexes and radiate outward indefinitely from each atom. They are auras which envelop the entirety of our cosmos. As we have already implied, they maintained prior to its collapse into its more stable spherical morphology. Within larger atomic complexes, these neutronic toroids envelop the atomic core, contributing an inward pressure which contributes to stabilizing the core structure, as well as contributing to the overall inertia or mass of the atom vacuity spheres, only contribute to the overall inertia of the atom indirectly, through the energy which is contained within the electrostatic shells which they produce these electrostatic epidermal structures and are also the organs through which atomic symbiosis is facilitated. Covalent bonds occur through a mutual resonance between electrostatic spheres, which produces harmonic overtones which are shared between the electrostatic shells of the two atoms. These cadent frequency patterns increase the overall stability of the electrostatic spheres, which they come to form within, and therefore the separation of the bonded atoms will require energy in order to counteract the neutron, and is in fact the toroidal modality of the hydrogen organism. Thank you for tuning into today's lesson, and we will pick up here on my next video lesson. Take care, keep your eyes open, and see the patterns around you.